am I speaking to right now?
Cameron.
My name
Cameron.
is
Cam Buford.
Hey, it's Peter Rosenberg. I'm hanging on my man Cameron Buford.
You got some good questions today.
I'm a Dolphin fan.
There's always room for improvement.
I'm more a fan of boxing. Boxing is my main sport.
All we want to see every year are the best two mothers getting in the ring and getting on.
I got some of this for you.
Goodness. For me?
Yeah, just for you.
Think about it like this: the promoter pays the fighter, the fighter pays the manager.
Okay.
So the manager works for the fighter, and the fighter works
for the promoter. Okay.
So you are lifting weights currently?
No, it's not look like that.
When he said it's easier to score in the NBA versus Europe, did you agree with them?
To me, it's easy to score all over the world.
Can I finish right now? Do you want me to speak or do you want to conduct the interview and answer for me? Which one?
What do you think about these type of
Okay. Like I was saying before.
Aaron, what has the game of baseball taught you?
One of the biggest things is being humble.
Can you give a message to the kids to kind of persevere through the false teachings they may be giving?
Patience.
Okay.
Patience.
As the show Voice of the Fans
Oh my goodness!
continues to
I'm in
evolve,
You were adding some spice to it.
it is strictly banter back and forth between myself and Cameron Buford.
I enjoy all of it.
The real ones know what's going on, right?
Never mind.
Go watch the tape. Go watch the tape, and then you tell me if it was all about just a system.
You look like a buffoon.
Go do your research. Go do your study.
I'm not caught up to you guys yet. I do
Real, real surprised at that, Ken.
Hey, come here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, this guy.
That's what's good in sports, man. It's Big Snoop Dogg, man.
That's what's good in sport.
Thank you for making our voice your choice.
If you haven't told your girlfriend about the show, tell her about the show. If you haven't told your boyfriend about the show, tell him about the show. If you haven't told your cousin, your uncle, your grandfather about the show, let everybody know about the Voice of the Fans podcast.
Hey, man, thanks for making our voice your choice. You know how we do.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Thank you guys for tuning in to this week of the Voice of the Fans podcast with your man, Cam. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I've said it to you guys before. I'm going to say it to you guys again, man. Go hug your loved ones, man. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Barry? Daniel, this message is to you too, bro. Go hug your loved ones, man. Go hug your family. You just don't know how long they're going to be here, man. You just don't know how long you're going to be here. So please go do that, man. If you don't do nothing else tonight, and if you don't, after you hit that subscribe button, after you hit that like button, go hug somebody special to you tonight or make that phone call that you should have made before. I'm coming to you guys. Just wanted to talk to about the sports world, man. None of this is that serious. I just do it. It's a labor of love for me now. But it's really just about fun, and I just got some sad news here recently, fans, and I just want to express my concern to you. You guys won't know what this person meant to me, but I just want to tell you, anybody who means something to you, go hug them and kiss them tonight. But let's get to it. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. This is your man Cam. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got the NFL obviously over. Until next, there's always something to talk about within the world of the NFL, but for the most part, the NFL is over. We'll have some tidbits to talk about tonight, but it's basketball season taking the forefront. We got college basketball to talk about. Pretty soon we'll have the WNBA to talk about, some baseball here and there. But let's get right into it, because we had the NBA All-Star game this past weekend. What did you guys think of the NBA All-Star weekend? Now, typically the Friday nights are, as I mentioned, are one of the good nights of the weekend, where we had the Rising Stars game. Typically the rookies are playing the sophomores and filling their way through the league. And Team Vince defeated Team Melo in the showcase game. That was Friday night. Saturday night they had the Heat's Keyshawn Johnson. The dunk contest, oh my goodness, has stepped a lot. It has stepped way back, fans. But they announced a winner. Keyshawn Johnson, West Coast, represented the West Coast well. Delivered the most explosive dunk of the night, taking home the trophy. and then earlier in the night because it started early due to Olympics, so that kind of threw everybody's timing off. But Dame Lillard came off the bench, hasn't played a game all season long. Came off the bench and won the 3-point contest. These guys were shooting. Knipple came out and hit 27 to start the game. Devin Booker came back. I think he hit 30 at one point. He needed 30 to win to beat Dame Mitchell coming on into his final rack. He hits. I think if he hits all of it in the final rack, he wins going away. But he missed the last 4 in his final rack. What does that tell you? Does that tell you? Can you use this against Devin Booker? Can you use the fact that he choked in a 3-point competition against Devin Booker to say he's not a winner? I mean, obviously he's a winner at the negotiating table because he's going to make $70 million if he's not making it this year. He's going to make it next year, but missing the 4, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was the last 4 to win the 3-point shooting contest. He missed them. He missed them. And he could have won the championship. What does that say? Anything more than it's an exhibition? You lose in it's an expedition. You lose in the expedition game. I don't know. You tell me, fans. Hit me up in the chat. Help me out. Exhibition game. Does it say anything when he loses in an exhibition match like that? Does it say anything to you guys? But Dame Lillard coming off the bench and wins the game. What does that say to you? What did that say to you guys? Kudos to Dame for winning it. I mean, he's probably been working. That's probably been the single thing he's been able to work on most is shooting because he just stand in one place and put it up. This was his third 3-point contest title. Again, I just wonder, is it the weakness of the talent he was shooting against? It can't be because they all put up big numbers, but it's just weird how he wins this. The Boston Celtics assistant coach Sam Cassell publicly announcing that he wants a head coaching job. Now, he's been on the sideline for Doc Rivers for a number of years with the Clippers, several years, where I think he went to Philly one year, and then he went to Boston. He's been on the coaching trail for a minute now. I would say Sam deserves a job. He got 3 champions, 2 as a player, 1 as an assistant. I would say Sam knows some hoop and deserves a job. He coached up John Wall, coached up SGA, obviously, when he was a Clipper, Tyrese Maxey. What do you guys think about Sam Cassell getting a job? I'm pushing for Sam. Push for Sam. After the weekend, was the NBA All-Star game. The way the format was weird, they had 3 competitive games until the final game, which, the old heads, quote unquote, would just run out of gas against the young guys. But the format, somehow, I like that they had it mixed up so it didn't get stale in that sense. But in a sense, having the format the way it was, I wanted to see a full game. Maybe I can see the full 2 games. Maybe start this on Saturday. You play 2 games on Saturday and then play the final game on Sunday. So 1 game before the event and then 1 game after the All-Star Saturday night. And then that way we get full basketball games. And I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say take time off the clock, but if that's what if we want to play 2 20-minute halves, I mean, just for the heck of it, just to shorten the time that you guys are out here, let's do that. But full games, because you want to see the team, start off cold, get warm, heat up like Kawhi got hot. I don't want to see Kawhi's on fire for the 1 quarter. Let's see if he can get on fire in the next quarter. Then Kawhi goes to sit down and watches a game for a half hour. He comes out. He comes out. He's not as fans. He's not on fire. You guys done cooled him off because of this format done cooled off Kawhi. So I don't know. That frustrated me when he goes off for 30 like that in a quarter in 12 minutes. I want to see what is he going to finish up in the game. But because the format was what it is, we get none of that. What do you guys think about that? And then so they say they're going to strike after the success of the revamped All-Star game. NBA is pitching new Saturday night events, including a possible 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 competition. They have a better chance at the 2-on-2 competition than a 1-on-1 competition. That's number one. The 1-on-1 had never happened. Scratch that for the books. It'll never happen. Somebody like Al-Sheikh was my man, His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. Somebody like His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to have to put up big money for these guys to go 1-on-1. And I'm talking about he's going to have $20 million on the table, winner take all. And then we'll see some people getting after it. If Turkey Al-Sheikh comes in, has this production like he has for boxing, 1-on-1 competition, that's the only way we're going to see 1-on-1 competition. We're not going to see any 1-on-1 competition. NBA sanction, we'll never see NBA sanction 1-on-1 ever because the players just aren't going to do it. But we'll see Turkey Al-Sheikh puts down some big money. I bet we can see Anthony Edwards go up against Victor Wembanyama. I bet we can see we'll get to see Alfred Sengun going up against Scotty Brooks for some big, like $20 million on the table, winner take all. I bet Al-Sheikh put that on there. That'll be talking about Friday Night Hoops or Friday Night Lights. Boy, put that out there. That'll be, and then we get some sponsors involved too. Could I just create a revenue stream for these stupid TV programmers out there? Because that would get some, however you do TV ratings, that would get some ratings. Netflix, I don't know if you go to Netflix or if you go to YouTube TV, that will get some ratings. You tell me I won't if you don't think so. But I don't know what other formats they can do. Adam Silver, man, this is getting old, Adam. Now, I've been in the market a few years, originally from the market when the Silence came here, but now I've been back in this market a couple of years, Adam, and to keep hearing you be so non-committal about expansion in the NBA, you're doing a disservice to the 800,000 NBA fans that are in not only in the market but in the surrounding markets. Adam Silver, get it together. Get it together. You jumped in doing the right thing when you first took over the job, Adam Silver. You did the right thing. Immediately thrown at your feet was the Adam Silver, the Donald Sterling situation. Thrown at your feet. I think were you even in the job 30 days? Before this situation was thrown at your feet. You handled it quickly, you handled it swiftly, you handled it promptly. But now, Adam Silver, it's time for you to deal with expansion sooner than later. Or just say you're not expanding. But I know you're expanding because you're looking at having a new league in Europe. So for the city of Seattle, not to have a basketball team for over 18 years, Adam Silver, and you have something to do about this. You specifically, I'm not blaming you for them leaving, but you have something to say about them coming back, Adam Silver, and you haven't said it, and that's the frustrating part about it up here for Sonics fans. What other things we had going on this weekend? Like I said, the All-Star format. Do you think Wemby is getting too much credit for the guy focusing in on NBA basketball? Now, obviously, he had first couple early blocks in the game. Was a presence down low, but did his presence force everybody else to play basketball? And is he getting too much credit for playing his game and everybody turning up? What do you think? Is Wemby getting too much credit or just enough credit for changing the NBA player focus on the NBA game this weekend? Because everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about how there was a lack of focus on from the dunk contest to the NBA, sideline reporter, from the dunk contest to the NBA action. Everybody's talking about how the game became boring. I tell you what's boring is being there at the All-Star game. It's definitely a made-for-TV event. If you got questions about the made-for-TV event, you're not going to like the in-person event because it's a lot of stop and start. Because they got a lot of advertising they have to pay or they have to feed. But hit me up. Let me know what's your best part of All-Star Weekend. Any surprises? Were you surprised with Dame? Were you surprised with Keyshawn Johnson winning the dunk contest? Were you surprised with Anthony Edwards winning the Kobe Bryant Award? Because that was a good game. Even they blew them out, even though just the old heads, they were tired. As I mentioned, San Cassell going for a new gig. What do you think LeBron does? I'm not sure I heard anybody say LeBron retires this season after the season's over. No one I said has said that. No one I've heard has said LeBron or listened to said LeBron is retiring this season. Nobody I've heard say that. Even though they can do it at any time they want to. I mean, he can just wake up in the morning and say, I'm done. I mean, he doesn't know anybody anything. He's been in the league long enough. Nobody's going to be surprised and be like, okay, dude, peace. You've been in the league 20-plus years. You're still balling. And that part would be questioned. But, dude, I think you run the course. You did enough. 2 decades? What 2 decades? You got nearly every book in the record, every record in the book. I mean, you did enough. Nobody can be angry with this man if he decided up and leave. But now this situation with him and the Lakers, he says he wants to play longer, and the Lakers, as soon as he announces that, the Lakers, the report was that LeBron is open to playing another season, and that the Lakers are on board with this. Then the Lakers, less than 10 minutes later, posted on me, not even a meme on Instagram, a video on Instagram praising Luka coming to town, showing Luka saying how much he loves LA and he's ready to take over. So it was kind of mixed messages there from the Lakers, dueling messages from the Lakers and LeBron there. What do you guys think? How do you think this plays out? Does LeBron leave Los Angeles and go to Cleveland, New York, Milwaukee, any other town to ring chase? Golden State, for that matter? Does LeBron resort to ring chasing, or does he help and build out a squad with the Lakers? He's going to be studying the growth of any Lakers they get, though. But I'm curious, do you guys think, is LeBron going to be studying the growth of is he going to go out ring chase, or he's going to be continue to stunt the growth of any Lakers that they choose to sign? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what you think. That's going to be an interesting thing to follow up through the rest of the season and even into the offseason. What does LeBron do? What does LeBron and the Lakers do? Jeremy Sohan, who was waived last week by the Spurs, signs a new deal, I think, with the Knicks already. Good signing for the Knicks. Great signing for the Knicks, in fact. Fans, thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. This is your man Cam. NFL, NBA topics rather for this week were CJ Stroud trade rumors spark outrage. NFL writer said he walked naked down Kirby Drive if Houston trades Stroud. That's how unlikely he believes it is to happen. CJ Stroud, is too early to trade him. I mean, do I have my eye on him? Am I giving him a max deal? I think they already paid him, but yeah, I got my eye on CJ. We talked about his shortcomings in the playoffs this season. NFL free agents most likely to switch teams. This list, Tyreek Hill starts off the list, right? By him getting waived by the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill. What do you guys think Tyreek Hill has left by dislocating his knee? Can Tyreek Hill regain 90% of his athletic ability? 85% of his athletic ability? Who is he when he returns? That's a huge question that nobody knows. Who will Tyreek Hill be when he returns? Nobody knows, so it's hard to judge what his value is. The Dolphins just released everybody. Bradley Chubb as well. They're exploring trade options for Mika Fitzpatrick. These Dolphins are already. These guys are ready. Why would you trade Mika Fitzpatrick? Just why would you trade him? Explain it to me. Are you going to tell me Mika Fitzpatrick's old? Is that what your logic is? Because you're going to have to need some leaders on the field. You're going to need some playmakers on the field. So I understand wanting to do a rebuild. But how about doing some coaching and GM prowess and build with what you have? Show the fans that you can take this pile of horse crap and make something out of them. That would have been more impressive to me, that you really coach up these guys. You put them in position to win. Just because you get a new job, these are NFL players. These are some of the best athletes in the world. Coach them up. I understand everybody doesn't make the cut. I get it. Out of 63 players, I get it. Everybody's not going to, at least half of that team is going to be gone, if not more. The team underperformed. I understand that. However, coach these guys up. If you're that good of a GM, if you're that good of a head coach, you make a couple changes, you tweak the roster, and you coach these guys up. You get your team better because of your focus, your philosophy, your focus on physical play, the people you bring in the building to call plays for you, you coach the team up. I'd rather see that than fire everybody, get the cheapest talent, and then we're going to build a program. Because in 3 years, if you go 4-7, if you start off with 4 wins next season, you're going to be we're going to expect to see some results season 2. You can't have back-to-back 4-4 seasons or 4-win seasons. That's not going to be acceptable. So I'd rather see you build the team up and coach them up than just let everybody go. That's my personal preference, just as a Dolphin fan and with any team. I'd rather you guys build the squad up. Mike Evans is a free agent. Mike Evans showed last year, okay, there was some slippage. He didn't get the 1,000 yards that he did for 10 previous seasons. So there was a little slippage in his career. But if you have Mike Evans in Buffalo to catch, I mean, he might not want to go from Tampa Bay to Buffalo. But if you had Mike Evans to catch passes from Josh Allen, and maybe he had 800 yards receiving and 8 touchdowns, I think that's doable for Mike Evans. That get Buffalo a big target that he hasn't had. But what if you put Mike Evans on the field with Lamar Jackson? Woo. 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 Everybody talk about Lamar never had a target, let alone a big target. Even though this isn't prime, this isn't prime TO. If you had Mike Evans, that'd be a move for the Baltimore Ravens. That'd be a decent move for the Baltimore Ravens. Who else needs a receiver that can be impactful like that? AJ Brown, he's on the blocks. Do you want AJ Brown? Would you guys take AJ Brown or Mike Evans? Which guy would you want? AJ Brown, Mike Evans. Hard decision, ain't it? Hard decision, ain't it? So those are some of our NFL kind of hot topics for the week here. Obviously, the Seahawks just had their parade. It was didn't go, but it was obviously big news here in the city. Decent weather, if I remember correctly, but a second parade in 12 years. Good for the Seahawks. There was a lot of futility involved in the Seahawks as well. So good win for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's give you the major question I have for the Seattle Seahawks is, what are they going to do with Kenneth Walker? We kind of touched on it last week, but Kenneth Walker, there's talking about them just outright letting him go. Like, Kenneth, come on. That's Seahawks. I mean, I liked every move that Mike Macdonald have made in this last few years. John Snyder has proven that he knows what he's doing. He got 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 Super Bowl wins. But, okay, Kenneth Walker is not beast mode. I agree. I understand that. However, he was the most valuable player in the Super Bowl. Your focus is to run the ball. That's your game. Well, that's a mirage. Okay. When I talk about that now, I've said multiple times since week 3 or 4 that the Seahawks mirage want you to think they're a running team, and they come out passing with Sam Darnold, and that's how your boy JSN was able to pick up so much yards early in the season. Midway through the season, they kind of tightened things down later on in the season. But that's when later on in the season, that's when the Seahawks running game kind of started to begin to show up as well. So Kenneth Walker, oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't want to believe they're going for this. He earned the Super Bowl championship most valuable player award, and he's going to be out on the shopping blocks. He's going to be out looking for a job after winning their Super Bowl MVP. I don't think this is a good move by the Seattle Seahawks, but it appears this is what's going to happen from the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to let Kenneth Walker go because they don't want to sign him up to commit to him $15 to $19 million. Probably only receive 15 to 16. They don't want to give him $16 million a year for, say, 3 years. He'll sign a deal. Give him a $15 million for 3 years. 30 guaranteed. Come on, Hawks. Don't be like that, man. You got to take care of the guy who won for you. You're going to take care of Jackson Smith the Jigba. You're going to take care of even Worry on the defensive side of the ball. Take care of your stud on the offensive side of the ball. It's only right, Seahawks. Let's see what you do, Snyder. Snyder, it's on you, buddy. The ball is in your court. What do you do with the this moment here? Fans, as you know, I'd like to give you guys this week in history. Let's look back at the past week in history, February 11th, 1990. We talked about Nelson Mandela, being released from prison. February 13, 1923, first black presidential professional basketball team, the New York Renaissance, was established, the Rens. February 14, 1947, Dr. Frederick Dulles was born, later become one of the most influential abolitionists in American history. February 15, 1963, or 65, February 15, 1965, Malcolm X's home was firebombed in Queens 1 week before his assassination. February 16, 1951, New York City Council passes a Fair Employment Practices law banning racial discrimination in hiring. This is February 1951, folks. So somebody tell you that the racism doesn't exist, man. This was 1951. Our parents experienced this. Our parents lived that law right there, that they had to pass that law. Do you think everybody abided by that law? How many years? That was 1951. The Civil Rights Act was in 1965. So, do you think that law was listened to very much for those 15 years? I'll let you make your own conclusion on that. February 17, 1997, Virginia House of Delegates elected first black speaker, William P. Robinson Jr. February 17, 1997. February 18, 1688, the Germantown Quaker petition is signed, becoming the first formal anti-slavery protest in American history. 1688, fans. The Germantown Quaker petition is signed, becoming the first formal anti-slavery protest in American history. We had them protesting slavery, fans, back in 1688. 1688. Again, civil rights movement, fans, was 1965. Nearly 200 years later. Amazing. This is why I bring up these Nuggets, fans. Just Black history, these moments of Black history, fans, that just go ignored, unacknowledged. It's just want to bring some nuggets of wisdom to your guys' life. These are research facts for you guys to use going out throughout your day. I'll just repeat this last one. February 18, 1688, the Germantown Quaker petition is signed, becoming the first formal anti-slavery protest in American history. Do what you will with those facts, fans. Okay, fans. I've been working on this document, fans. So here's my output. What I want to try to start bringing to you. We all love movies, right? We all love music. What I want to bring to you, fans, is kind of the best of those worlds. Just an update. So some of you guys may remember we played the number game at the beginning of the show, right? So now we're going to change that game up. say we're changing the game. But what we're doing is now looking at we do this podcast every week. I enjoy bringing you guys content every week. So every week we do this podcast. This information will change every week. I want to look at the time moving forward for the previous 7 days, dating back to the annals of time. What were the top movie releases? What were the top movie releases for this week, 7 days prior to this today? So this week in history, dating back through the annals of time. So that's how I do look at my This Week in History segment. I take the significant events that happened in the world of Black history from the 7 days of this request, so this week, that would be a week, right? Dating back all in time. So, just as I go through this list, I'm not going to tell you every movie, but I'm just going to point out a couple movies that just really, how should I say it? Surprised me or caught my eye. How about that? Number 6 movie to be released. Number 6 grossing movie. I'm talking about top grossing movies during this time frame. Top grossing movies during this time frame. Number 6 was Wayne World 1962 or 1992. So what is 62? 1992. Do you guys remember that? Wayne's World 1992. Released February 14. A comedy. Surprised to be on this list, the Lego Movie 2014 released February 14. Global hit, strong 10-year legs. Surprising, but the number one movie released in the past in this the number one movie released in this past week during this weekend time, dating time, was the Black Panther 2018. What up, Medium Johnson? This is your boy Cam, man. Check me out. I've been on this platform a while now, Johnson. Where you been, buddy? Voice of the Fans, do my own podcast every week. Where you been, buddy? Top 10 albums, tape CDs released this past week. Top grossing albums. That's what it is, not top 10. Just top grossing albums released this past week. Just looking at this list, tell you what stands out to me. Okay, so we go back to the Doors. 1967 is number 10. 1967. Woo. Bruno Mars, 2012. Unorthodox Jukebox is the top grossing album that was released.
Good evening. The library will close in 20
This Whitney Houston, 1987, released February 14. Released Whitney, 1987. Drake, 2015. If you're reading this, it's too late. He was number 4. Kanye West, College Dropout, 2004. That was a banger, y'all. Taylor Swift is the second release. She's number 2 on this list. Tell you how big this list is. Taylor Swift's number 2 on this list for the top grossing albums releases during this past week in history. 2012. Who beat Taylor Swift? I bet you guys all want to know. Who beat Taylor Swift? Can you guess? Hit me up in the chat if you can guess. Medium Johnson. Who beat Taylor Swift? It was Adele. Adele, 21. Released 2011, February 12, 2011. The best album, one of the best-selling albums in the 21st history was Adele. All right, fans, we got to work our way out of here. We do have Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios this weekend, February 21. DAZN pay-per-view. The Olympics are going on. Are you guys paying attention to the Olympics going on? The men's hockey team survived Sweden in overtime after giving up a late tying goal. The U.S. dominated 3-on-3 overtime win, 2-1 behind Quinn Hughes' game winner. So the American hockey team move on. The women is killing it. We got Ronda Rousey trying to make a comeback. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano making a comeback. It's official. They're coming back. Now, that's going to be a boring fight, but, both fighters have been on retirement for a while. They're coming back. Either they need money or MMA needs some name recognition. One of the two. It's probably a little of both. Did you guys see the figure skater? Japanese teenager steals the spotlight. Amy Nakai outshine Team USA Blade Angels in the women's figure skating opener, becoming an early breakout star. I didn't see it. I didn't watch the opening, but I don't know how much you guys are watching Olympics, but enjoy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got a hard out tonight, fans. Got to get out of here. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. As always, this is your man, Cam. Be sure to tune in every week. Before we let you go, we'll leave you with this quote. And once again, fans, this message from earlier at the beginning of the show, it's a heartfelt message. Go hug your family member, man. You don't know how long you got them. Whoever's close to you, your friends, your family, whoever you really love, make sure you touch them. Make sure you tell them, better yet. Make sure you tell them tonight. Because they can be gone tomorrow. And, not to say you wouldn't know, but things would change, right? They could be gone tomorrow, and you wish you had the chance to say these things. So go tell them what they mean to you. Make sure that people in your life know what they mean to you, and they'll in turn know what you mean. Let you know what you mean to them, and that's critical. That's what we gotta drive out hate with our love for each other, fans. And regardless of what industry you're in, whatever you're doing, love the people around you, and that'll help grow in this world. The quote I want to leave you with tonight is, happiness is when you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Happiness is what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Mahatma Gandhi. One more time, that just means happiness is when you bring everything together. Your actions speak louder than words. That's harmony right there. Harmony, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Mahatma Gandhi. Get your life in harmony, fans. I'm working on getting my life in harmony. Get your life in harmony. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. I really appreciate it. Pavy and Thomas, they'll be back next week, I guess. I'm gonna be on with Pavy tomorrow night. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you listen on Agent B Media TV, shout out to you. You listen to the Voice of the Fans podcast, Voice of the Fans, you're on YouTube, shout out to you as well. Thank you. You listen to Clutch Sports Media, shout out to you as well. Thank you guys for choosing the Voice of the Fan. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week as you do. Appreciate the donations, appreciate the love. Once again, I'll say, thank you for making our voice your choice. Have a great one. Thank you. Enjoy the week, fans.